Hi everyone, welcome back to the Elden Ring Mage walkthrough, where we just defeated Melania. So we're going to empower her great rune now. We have lost the Divine Bridge Site of Grace due to having burned the capital. If you beat Melania first, you could just warp to that and go to the isolated tower. But if by some chance you are doing it in the same order here, then what you want to do is go to Weeping Peninsula. Weeping Peninsula, go down to the isolated merchant shack, and remember that Tower of Return will teleport you to the Divine Bridge, Site of Grace. And that's that tower up here. Kind of cool, you can see all the ashes of the burnt Erd tree falling when you come back to a place like this. Just red everywhere, which is pretty nifty. The other thing that, if you killed Melania before coming to burning the capital, doing Malekith, then you could go back and talk to Gideon Ofnir, and he would give you one last incantation. We're going to have to kill Gideon Ofnir instead to get that, but it will drop off him, don't worry. Like we got hit. Oh, he keeps hitting us, that's funny. Alright, so you should end up here. So you can see this is the burned capital, where I guess there's no longer a grace. I thought there was a grace you could... Oh, maybe there is still a grace. I forgot there's steps up here. Yeah, so we rediscover this grace by doing it this way. Now, to get to the isolated tower, there is... I want to say like a teleporter past this giant. Over here. This should take you to the isolated Divine Tower, which is this one just all by itself that we've never gone to. This is how you empower Melanias. I think we might be able to just finish everything in one episode, although I may split into one more episode just to play all the endings. This character is going to be able to demonstrate all the endings but the Dung Eater because we killed him. But that's a bad ending anyway. Not really sure why I rested, I didn't really need to. Literally walked from one grace to another with no combat. That gets you Melania's great rune. And that one, here we can go back and talk about, might be worth just kind of chatting about these, because I'm just kind of casually switched to Radagon's great rune, but they all have their uses, so let's talk about them. Rykard's actually will give you back health while you're defeating enemies, so this is a great one if you're going through dungeons, because you just get health back while you're killing things. So it's a good one for, you know, going through an instance before you get to a boss. Godric's was good at a low level when our attributes were low. Radagon's gets really good when you're high level like we are now, because it just gives you extra chunks of HP, FP, and stamina. If you just really want tons of health, That's what Morgoth's is for. Mogs grants the blessing of blood to phantoms, so very, very situational. And then Melania is attacks recover HP after damage is taken. So similar to how she works, you can work the same way. I personally just I don't really use Melania's because I'll use Rykard's if I want to restore health, and I don't really use Melania's while doing a fight itself. So yeah, Morgoth's is situationally interesting if you just want to make yourself super tanky. So now we want to go back to Landel, capital of Ash. Which I've got to figure out where it is. Okay. Oh, for some reason I was trying to mount. I forgot this is walking. So you can talk to this guy for some lore. No, you're dead. So to get Erdtree Saver +2, actually after talking to that ghost, we can actually warp back to the Forbidden Lands Grace. It's so hard for me to remember what graces are what. That's the Grand Lift of Rolled. It's gonna be this one, right? Yeah, Forbidden Lands, and we can go backwards. No, we already came out. It's not gonna stop me from trying. Just gotta bring the elevator back down. There's actually very, very little here if you're not concerned with collecting every last little thing. I'm just gonna get you the important things and finish the game. Because at this point you could buy you could buy everything except the max smithing stones. So we're gonna get all those. So now we want to head back towards Landel. If I remember right, we still can't. Yeah, can't mount. This is just a lot of hoofing it. We're gonna get the Erdtree's Favor +2. I feel like at this point we could have just tons and tons of mind. Or sorry, tons and tons of FP flasks. We're not really gonna take damage. Yeah, by the end of the game, if you've done everything like we have, I think there's 165 bosses. I think I have it right. We're down to only 2 left. This has been a long and fun journey. I think the character is at about the 77-hour mark. If you stop and do everything, the game really does take a long time. So we're not actually really even concerned with fighting much of anything here. You can hear stuff churning around down there, There are multiple ulcerated tree spirits, but you don't technically have to fight. Alright, I can't resist getting this. It's right here. So you don't technically have to fight these guys like at all. But you want to kind of hug the left wall. Oh, I wish I had memorized Unseen Form just to add some safety to this. You can actually hear them like rolling around over there. There's one. There's also a second one, which will come up over here. I don't remember the exact radius here, so I'm just playing it really safe. I think this is legendary too. Maybe? Maybe legendary? I can't remember. One thing we haven't done yet to complete the Legendary Incantations trophy is you do need to buy Grail's Roar from the Church of Dragon Communion. You should have plenty of Dragon Hearts. Alright. So we're just kind of going up here. And then just go back to anywhere. Because that was all we needed. Alright, so we're going to go to Lanedale, capital of Ash again. Going to get our last Somber, I think. So from here we're going to go west. Keep that big statue, don't go past it. We're just going this way. Continue to head west. Where's our ladder? There should be a ladder. I'm blind. I don't have a very good memory of this place. Alright. Where's the way into this? Alright. We'll figure it out. Here? Let's see. That might have been... Yeah. There we go. It's a very small area, so it's hard to stay lost for long. There's a gargoyle, but there's not really any reason to fight him. If this is your first playthrough, of course, you can, feel free to run around and explore. I think it's like... There it is. Trying to, oh yeah, we can drop to here, that's right. So we could take him out if we wanted. But I don't think there's really any need to. Because we're gonna just get this and go back to the Grace again. I don't want to get stuck in combat, so I'm just warping to some random place. But I keep warping to the wrong one. Alright. That gets you the smithing stone. Now we're going to go south. So you can see this hole. There's a beam. Let's see if we can see it. If we mess this up, we could just come back. So now you're wanting to fall into this beam, right? Very carefully. And it's right here. Gets you the Crimson Amber Medallion +2. So just kind of some fun secrets here. Alright, so now we're going back to Lanedale Capital Bash. This time we're going to go southwest. You can see everything is just torched. That's not right. It's a staircase. We're trying to find the staircase. Southwest. There we go. We're going to the curved staircase. Hang on. Down here. Before we go up. Up is the end. So we got this broken bridge, but we can now cross it. Remember, you used to not be able to cross this. We want Mr. Gold Mask. Assume he's still up where he used to be. Yeah. So we get the Mending Rune of Perfect Order. Okay, now if you reload here, you can get his armor. So we'll do that. Debating whether it's faster to... I think it's faster to go back. Or to walk back. Than to run from the Grace again. We're going to find Brother Corin now. That we have found dead Gold Mask. Let's run back up the slope, and you want to look for that giant spear. She kind of saw it, you know, it was that Volta Grand Sex spear. I run to the base of it. That's where Corin is.
Oh, it's you. I finally come to understand. Enchanted by a vain and ruinous delusion, he rejected the perfection of the Golden Order, seeking to supplant our glorious faith with his own. could there be a more pitiable comedy? Look at it. The culmination of perfection. Burning before our very eyes. Oh, I finally got the master was enchanted by a veil seeking to...
So we know this. He wasn't a madman because we got the perfect order rune. So now you can do the same thing here. Quit and reload. Okay. I can get his armor set, his spell bearing, and a flail. Now we want to go up that curved staircase, which I've somehow actually managed to forget where it was. Okay, right here. So now we're going to head back up towards the Queen's bedchamber where the, you know... Oh, I claimed there were 2 bosses left. It's hilarious. I actually forget about... we have to fight Gideon Offner, who's barely a boss. So there's technically 3 bosses left. But you'll see, this guy is such a joke, it's not even funny. So when we go in here, we will end up fighting Gideon. So we're going to do our buffing. Oh, technically I should have re-equipped... Oh well. I should have Terra Magica back and equipped.
I knew you'd come to stand before the Elden Ring. To become
I don't care about anything he's saying. You can see, it's just ludicrous. I guess I should have let you hear more of his dialogue. But yeah, he's a total joke.
Not even you. Cannot kill a god.
So you get Scepter of the All-Knowing, and you get his armor set. Oh, we can level. Do a little more mines. Why not? Our points don't really matter at this point. So I thought he would give us the incantation we didn't get from... Is that a drop? Yeah, he didn't actually give it to us. Supposed to have gotten Lord's Divine Fortification. I think that's the name of it. Oh well. I might research that and splice it in. Because I know you're not supposed to be able to miss it. Gotten dumb about how to get up. Oh, that's... Oh yeah, it was out this way. Definitely a little perplexed about the... incantation situation. Alright, but anyway, we're gonna head up here. Maybe we already got it and I'm just misremembering. The environment is just spectacular here. Herb Tree heal. Incantation. So Godfrey as a mage, I mean, he is cheesable with Comet, if you want to do it that way. I think it's kind of boring. Oh no, I've switched away. Oh, this is stupid. Okay. Keep switching away from... Okay. So we're going to soften him up with moons, and then we're going to fight him with wing. You should have time to do a charged moon and a light moon. Oh, I accidentally switched to... I suck. Alright, and that'll transition him. You can jump that foot pound. Now in this phase he's gonna just come at us really hard. So he's gonna open this by just like racing at us. Oh, we got a break. I wasn't expecting that. I'm gonna use it to heal. Now same foot pound. Got him scared. I think that'll get him though. Wait, we're getting bad levels. If you're lower level, this fight's really kind of tough and fun. But I wanted to like not cheese him with Comet so you could see his moveset. Once you kind of learn not to get grabbed by him. If you do get grabbed by him, it's hilarious. It's like a wrestler move. You get pounded. We'll do endurance to 30. I think we're gonna finish at 175. Which is a pretty good level to finish. Little high. Alright, we are now gonna do the final boss. This boss is incredibly difficult. Very difficult if you haven't learned it. So don't be discouraged. This will take you a long time. I mean, unless you're a God of Souls games. Or have some, you know, kind of cheesy tactic you're doing. Our goal is a Wing of Astil based build, so like Shard of Alexander. We have the Stone Barbed here, because I found that you have your best chance of success on this fight by posture breaking this guy. Because you want to get into the second phase with a lot of heals. So that's the key, right? See, is immediately posture broken with Stone Barb. But you do still have to avoid those attacks at the beginning. Oh wow, I guess we have more damage than I thought. A little easier than I thought. Now this guy immediately get in, and Nebula. He's gonna do fire. Oh my god, we're trapped in his body. Now these are gonna try to get you. Amount of stamina, so you want to roll the sword swipe. While he's just screwing around, I'm gonna... Alright, so Torrent's good for this part. He's about to put these rings up, but you want to jump them. Okay. Get in. gave us these things again. Nope. Okay, get to full. Oh. Oh, it's these. Oh, look at that health. I don't like getting on Torrent because you get caught out like that while on him. I would love to posture break him, but I just... We're doing alright. Oh, we did posture break him. I think we should get him here. It's just so annoying because he's... Oh my god, he's trying to get on Torrent. We're still okay because we got tons of heals. It's just so hard to hit him. We should get him here. Oh. This misses. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I recommend only 2 mana potions if you do this route. That gets you Elden Remembrance and God Slain. Now. Do not interact with this. You basically have an option. There are 3 possible endings to this game for a platinum. There's Ronnie's ending, which you can see right here. If you were to summon Ronnie, that would be, you know, you would get that ending. There is the base ending, just the normal ending, which is literally you just go up and touch her and do nothing different. And then there's the Frenzied Flame ending, which involved going down to Hyetta, or, you know, where Hyetta is, deep down underground, take off all your clothes, go into the Three Fingers stuff, and that gets you the Frenzied Flame stuff. So those are the 3 actual endings you need for a trophy. So this is the point to, like, back up your game, desync with the cloud on PlayStation, and then, like, you try out and select each ending. And the normal ending, there are variants. There are also 3 variants, which are Fia's curse, you know, the death one where you do the Mending Rune of Death. There's the Perfect Order one where you do the Gold Mask rune that you got, and then there's the Dung Eater, which is a terrible ending. And we're not capable of doing. I'm not capable of showing you the Dung Eater ending because we killed the Dung Eater, and so we never got that Mending Rune. But if you did something different with Celavis's questline, you could do that one too. But those don't matter for the trophy. So for Platinum Trophy, it's Ronnie, Frenzied Flame, or normal. So those are your choices. So I'm going to actually go ahead and win and do the Ronnie ending and let you see that. But just I want to emphasize right here, this is where you need to copy your game if you want to not have to do multiple playthroughs to get Platinum. It's right here. This is where you fork. In my opinion, this is the best ending, which is why it's the one I'm choosing to show.
The battle is over, I see. I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars. 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness. Let us go together. My dear consort eternal.
That's the ending. Now, do not begin Journey 2. So, because we haven't picked up all our remembrances, so absolutely make sure you say no to this, okay? You'll be put back in a burning roundtable hold. You still have your bell-bearing shop. If you go over here, you can see she's like toast, but you can still buy things from her. And just to show, there's some cool stuff from these last few. Cragblade's fun. Placidius Axe's Ruin is fun. This Elden Remembrance. Both of these are... You definitely want to duplicate this and get both of these. These are both amazing weapons. This one's great for AoE clearing if you're faith-based. And this one's just got a really awesome Ash of War. It does the thing that Radagon does where you go up in the air and slam down and do a huge holy, you know, earthquake-looking thing. Here you got the Axe of Godfrey and Earthshaker, which is similar to what he does. Malachus Black Blade, I didn't really talk about. This is an amazing Strength Faith weapon. You can do Destined Death. You actually get to reduce the health of the enemy. This is also fun. But actually, you know, I soft spots for the weapon if you had to pick. These are actually both kind of fun to play with. I don't have much more to say about them. This is amazing on Melania herself. You can just shred Melania with this. With Margwan's Sacred Spear if you build around it. Yeah, I think I talked about the others. So yeah, before you start a second journey, you want to farm whatever materials you wanted to get. Like maybe you want that Halig Tree Knight Shield out of the roots of the Halig Tree, or maybe you want to clone as many remembrances as possible. So, because remember, any remembrances you clone, that makes the boss optional in Journey number 2. You know, right? You don't have to kill it because you've already gotten all the loot you needed from it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. I do think I'm gonna do a walkthrough for the DLC and probably keep using this character we've all hopefully gotten a little attached to at this point, so you can still see Mage gameplay. I'm determined to try to like do spellcasting and mage stuff on the final boss, even though it's super hard, of the DLC, but we'll see. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will put a link in here to the first episode of the DLC walkthrough if I decide to do it. I am also doing a walkthrough parallel to this one where I'm playing a Strength Faith character, so if you find that more interesting, you can kind of pick which of my 2 walkthroughs you want to use. Although you've gotten all the way to the end of this one, so I assume Mage is what you wanted to see. Oh, I think it's in his study, that incantation, maybe. I meant to look that up to like... That was the one final bit, is I don't remember us getting Lord's Divine Fortification, and I thought he would drop it. Let's see, let's go back. It's the one thing I feel like we had not figured out. So note you can begin Journey 2 from any side of grace like this, or fight from the round table. Let's see. Just look at it would be a support incantation. Like, I'm just wondering if he gave it its Lord's Divine. Let's say it's like Lord's Divine Fortification. We definitely don't have it. Yeah. Because I told you I would get you every incantation. I don't want to have told a lie, so let me see. I don't think you're supposed to be able to miss this. Oh, okay. So if you didn't receive it from Gideon, it could be purchased at the Twin Maiden Husks. Interesting. So it just kind of secretly... Let's go look. So it just kind of secretly showed up. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we'll get that. Alright, so that now we have every incantation. And as a reminder, if you don't have Platinum after doing all this, we did need to go... You know what, let's just show it. Let's be completionists. So you want to go to the Cathedral of Dragon Communion in Caelid and get Grail's Roar. Right, because that's the thing I never bothered to buy it. Right here, because this is legendary. And then that should get you the Platinum if you don't have it already. Alright, so now, you know, we've won the game, but in case you want to bring this into the DLC or your second journey, I want to show this. Even though you've won the game, let's try to think which one is the lowest grace. Forsaken Depths, right? Is that all the way down at the bottom? Oh, not quite. There, here's where we want to be. Frenzied Flame. So you can go over here and still do the Frenzied Flame thing. See, Hyatt is still there. So we can actually go over here. Now you can see our eyes. If you look at that, we have freaky glowing eyes now. You can actually turn off eye alterations to get rid of it. But if you come over here and talk to Hayata,
The flame of chaos has nestled within you. Could you please rest your hand upon me? Burn me with the flame to make me your maiden. Oh, it burns. My eyes. My eyes. They're melting. Thank you. I have touched them. The words of the three fingers. As your maiden, allow me to divine them. All that there is came from the one great. Then came fractures, and births, and souls. But the greater will made a mistake. Torment, despair, affliction, every sin, every curse, every one born of the mistake. And so, what was borrowed must be returned, melted all away with the yellow chaos flame, until all is one again. Those who
pretty
ate the
grim.
grapes howled without words, saying they wished they were never born. Become their lord, take their torment, despair, their affliction, every sin, every curse, and melt it all away. As the Lord of Chaos, no more fractures, no more birth.
This is quite obviously a very bad ending. Now you get the Frenzied Flame Seal and the Frenzied Flame Stones. The Frenzied Flame Seal boosts Frenzied Flame incantations and then also causes madness buildup. So you can still get this, even though we didn't pick this as the ending. So that's why I wanted to point that out. And you can always cleanse this, remember. You go here. If you go to Dragon Lord Placidusax's place, you have the option to fix your issues. Not sure how though. Let's see. Is it on the? Maybe it's just using it. Let's see. I'm actually not completely sure. Like, yeah. Okay. So it is just using it. Although I still look singed. I wonder if that's a bug. Because we've cleansed the flame, so my body really shouldn't still look that way. But anyway, this is where we're gonna end. I guess with me with no clothes on. But just wanted to make sure you go into the DLC having that Frenzied Flame Seal if you want it. Because you don't have to pick that ending. You could still have picked the best ending and then head on into the DLC with that seal if you want to use it. So I hope you've had fun. This is where our journey ends, unless you want to follow me into the DLC, where this character will be going in there. And if so, I'll see you then. If not, I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough series. Thanks.